Thank you, Chairman Latta. Secretary Wright, as you may know, Virginia is the data center capital of the globe, but we're also the clean energy capital of the South. And I am particularly concerned about the Trump administration's impact on growing solar and wind projects in Virginia, and how in the world we're going to meet our energy demands with the administration kneecapping solar. And your testimony to the contrary, experts agree that solar is the fastest, cheapest, and cleanest source of energy now. And even Appalachian Power has acknowledged that coal is becoming more expensive, has contributed to rising electric costs for their customers. And their parent company has said that coal is not the most cost-effective choice for new investments, and they relied heavily on coal for a very long time. But I don't think we're going to agree today on the benefits of wind and solar versus fossil fuels. So I want to focus on what I have heard consistently from my constituents concerned about workforce cuts, grant funding freezes, and lack of communications from the department. 75 clean city coalitions work under annual cooperative agreements with the Department of Energy to promote clean and affordable transportation fuel options. This is a program that has strong bipartisan support, but the coalitions are still waiting for notification of their contracts or signed financial agreements for the project period that started on April 1st of this year. Some of the coalitions have heard that the agreements are still under review, and the Virginia Clean Cities Coalition has reached out to my office with concerns that their work will go unpaid and that there'll be disruptions in their programmings. My staff asked the Department of Energy for an update. We still haven't heard back. So Secretary Wright, has anybody at the department been instructed to withhold information about the status of grants and contracts, or to provide only vague general, we've received your request?
No one has been told to withhold information. We're not withholding, we have no unpaid invoices or behind on that stuff. We are administering all the existing projects, and we're carefully evaluating the projects that are committed, which run into the thousands.
Okay, well, they still have not gotten any response on their contracts, and I haven't gotten responses to my inquiry.
We'll have to look into that.
Can you give me, I would like a specific date when the department will notify the Clean Cities Coalition about their contract status. We've been waiting for 2 months. And I don't think it's acceptable for community partners or members of Congress to go 2 months without an answer to their questions. In addition, the department recently canceled dozens of grants issued by the Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations for carbon capture and decarbonization processes, and your fiscal year 26 budget eliminates this office entirely. Were the department's subject matter experts involved in reviewing and deciding to cancel grants?
I'm sorry, can you repeat just the last part of the question?
So the grants issued by the Office of Clean Energy Demonstrations that have been canceled, was the Department of Energy experts involved in that, or was that DOE?
That's entirely the Department of Energy. We have 5 DOE employees at the department. Very small part of the staff,
Okay.
not involved in any project evaluations.
Okay, thank you. Did you personally review any of the grant cancellations?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you confirm that each awardee was given a chance to address any of the concerns raised by the Department of Energy before their grant was canceled?
Most of the evaluations we're doing, we've sent out large data requests that come back. Some of them that were looked very unlikely to get over the hump were notified of decisions, but they have an ability to engage back with us, an informal dialogue with us, and then there's two additional appeal processes after that. So if we've made mistakes or the projects really are beneficial, that'll be sorted out.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And again, I have found it I've only been here, this is my 3rd year in Congress, but I have been very concerned by the lack of responsiveness that I've heard from the administration, particularly from the Department of Energy, as we try to get answers for constituents that have had either grants cut, who have had notifications that they should have gotten months ago delayed. And as part of my job is oversight. And I recognize I'm in the minority party, but I'm a member of Congress too, who has oversight over your agency, and I certainly would hope that when Democratic members of Congress ask questions to the agency and our legislative liaisons, that we get answers. And when we don't, every time I see you, I'm going to ask you those questions directly. So thank you.
So the gentlelady's time has expired.